welcome to episode 2. I'm your host, ep2 guy. This is Sector 2 of Powerblade. We have our generic enemies coming at us in a little bit more aggressive fashion. If you let them be on screen for too long, they will fire. And this level is filled with jumps that are on the edge of able to be done. Like, you have to jump just right in many scenarios. Okay, we have Bubblemen here, which are a little interesting. I've started calling them Heckle and Jeckle because, moreover, they always seem to hit me in appropriate places and laugh at me with their gaping mouths. Like so. It takes utmost interest to try to get around them. You learn to just be slow and methodic. So we have some Patong Towns here. They're annoying, but they only take off like 1 bar of health, so you don't really have to worry about them. On to the fire area with traps that we all know and love from Mega Man. This one's a little new though. Be very careful where you stand, and be sure not to get hit by the fire. It hurts. One thing to note about those cheeseburgers, if you catch them in midair, it will take all of your momentum away and you will most likely fall to your death. So cheeseburgers in the air, not a good idea. Okay, we have our mechanical part of the area, which still boggles my mind. Let's see if this agent can tell us why this place is the way it is. Okay, so the water gets heated up by the fire. The steam powers the mechanical parts and powers this area. Good to know, thanks. Okay, now to trek back, try to find our boss area. And keep moving, because we have these annoying leech enemies. I don't know, like, while playing this game, I just think of the things Arnold would say. It gets me going. Keeps me chuckling. What are those? They look like angry signs used in anime to me. I wonder, while making robot toads, do you bother with the hallucinogenic substance on the back of them to distract your enemies? And yes, my pause button is horribly placed on this controller, but I try to ignore it. An interesting note, these balls, I believe, which we all know and hate from Mario 3, started in this game, because I think this came out shortly after one of the Mega Man, and this game was probably the first to do it. But a cool thing about Nova is he doesn't use his head very much. He's not a very bright guy, and so the developers decided, let's not even have it in his hitbox. So, if you're worried about Nova injuring his head, don't. It's just cosmetic. He doesn't use it for anything real. Okay, we can go that way for another E-tank, but we're gonna avoid that. It's not all that useful at the moment. A little bit of health could be useful though. Oh, ladders. Okay. Oh, tricky jumps. They're very annoying to me. Okay, we have our last few enemies, and we have the boss room. Let's see what our next guard looks like. He's a dragon. And he used to have a pattern, but that got thrown out the window. He just doesn't follow it anymore. Purely because I'm recording, but usually he fires 2 bullets and then spirals into the direction where he shot, whether it be up or straight across. You can fully jump over him when he is fully up in the air, but he doesn't like to follow the pattern when I'm recording. So This has been episode 2 of Let's Play Powerblade, and with any luck, I'll be dragging you back for episode 3. Till then,